Jim, humans are creatures of habit, and as we all know, pitchers definitely have their routines on start days, and this is now the third time that Jacob deGrom's start date has been pushed back, and when you count opening day. So what kind of impact do you think these delays have on deGrom?
You know, we keep looking for kryptonite with deGrom, right? Is there something that we can find that might trip him up? Is it Coors Field? You know, he only pitched at Coors once in the last 5 years, and it was a really good outing. He's in the ERA in the ones. When he's pitched on 6 or more days rest, his ERA has been ridiculously good. Last year was 0.5 over 3 starts, but he's got a 3.27 2 years ago and a 2.6 3 years ago with 6 or more days. So, you know, he has shown, even when he's had extra days off or extra days rest, that it's not really an issue. I think that more of a factor will be the fact that he hasn't pitched a Coors in a while. The breaking ball takes a little bit of getting used to. But let's not forget, the Rockies have lost 6 in a row. And so I don't really expect deGrom in his heyday, in the ability to make adjustments on the fly, which he's so good at. If he's out of sync just a little bit, maybe in that first inning, that's a possibility, but I really don't think it's going to trip him up much.
Michael Conforto has been struggling at the plate and needs to get going. So what does all of this start and stop do for him?
You know, I think with him and sometimes with hitters in general, Michelle, I've seen it where the time off does affect the hitters, right? You're trying to figure out hitting is rhythm and timing, and trying to get that. Usually it takes some time, you know, and when you come out of spring training, you usually have good rhythm and timing. And then lately what we're seeing with Conforto is he's late on a lot of pitches, or he's swinging underneath, the bat head's going underneath, or he's even taking strikes like you see in here. So I am, you know, a little bit, I'm not surprised that Conforto has been struggling to this point. And I do think it impacts him a little bit more in the sense that, you know, when you're pressing, you want to play more, you want to try to do a little bit more. And so hopefully Coors Field will be the remedy for his struggles.
It's interesting because Conforto's been a guy who we knew earlier in his career is streaky, and he's been obviously more consistent. He doesn't have the kind of long swing that he used to. He doesn't try to pull as much as he used to. He has an approach that seems to lend itself to a little bit more consistency. So he didn't get out of the gate well. As Jim said, his timing is off. This is not going to help. All you can really say on the other side of it right now is that the game of baseball often surprises you to the extent that a pregame narrative can be, obviously, this is not great for Conforto, finding his rhythm and timing, and then he goes out there and he hits 3 home runs. Obviously, like Jim said, Coors helps. This doesn't seem like it's perfectly aligned to help Conforto break out of it right away, but see what happens.